There are so many things you need to be paying attention to right now as we head into 2025, and things that you need to plan for your social media strategy. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you all about my social media predictions for 2025, but what you need to be doing right now to prepare. So welcome back to my channel, where I'll teach you all about what you need to be doing on social media so that you can make money online and so that you can grow an online community. Today, we are having a conversation about social media predictions for 2025. Now, these are all my opinions. Okay, so some of this stuff may happen, some of this stuff may not, but I think that based upon my track record and all the years that I've been on social media, I think that I have a little bit of leg to stand on. I have a series of them, but I think you're going to enjoy it. Okay. All right. So first things first, my top social media prediction is that TikTok is still going to be here. I know I'm a little biased. I know people call me the TikTok queen, but I truly feel like TikTok is still going to be here. They say that TikTok will be banned on January 19th unless somebody puts a stop to it. And then we all know that I think President Trump goes into office on, let me see, what's the date of the inauguration for, I always forget. I think it's January 2nd. I don't even know what day it is for the inauguration next year. Oh, January 6th. Oh, I think it's January 6th again. So January 6th, I believe, is that Monday. We'll see. But that's when President Trump goes into office, and he had talked about keeping TikTok. So I think that he will put a stop to it. But I also think there's going to be some restrictions, or there's going to be some things that's going to have to happen as it pertains to TikTok in the US in order for it to stay. But I think that it's definitely going to stay. You have millions and millions of Americans on that app every day, and you have millions of business owners that's their livelihood. And then if they take this app away, then immediately you hurt millions of Americans financially. And that's not really something that our government typically does. I feel like our government typically is about money. I feel like our government typically is trying to get money out of people. Does that make sense? I know it sounds kind of mean when I say it, but it's the truth. And so we don't typically say we're going to hurt all these people and stop this thing. We typically say you can stay if you do X, Y, and Z, and a certain amount of money comes to us. So I think that will be what happened, but I'm not sure. I remember when God first told me to get on TikTok in 2020, and everybody said I was crazy, but God was telling me that I was hearing right. And so I feel like I have personally been hearing that him saying, hey, it's not going to go anywhere. Keep going. But it's just not going to go anywhere. So I'm like, okay, my job is to hear God, my God, and operate with him while running my business. So I really, with God, but also I just believe that here in America, we just don't typically do things like that in terms of banning things. We just don't typically do that. Okay. Second thing I put down here is live selling is going to be more of a thing. So we know right now that TikTok Shop is booming. There are people that make $1 million in a few hours selling on TikTok live, live stream with live shopping. And I feel like that Meta and YouTube and some of the other companies like Amazon, they are putting heavy emphasis on creators to learn how to sell live, how to sell through live shopping, very similar to TikTok Shop and what happens with TikTok Live when you have a TikTok Shop. But in addition to that, I feel like that live streaming is going to be an even bigger thing the way that it was when it first came out, right? Like in 2020, everybody ran to live streaming. People were locked in the house and things of that nature. And so right now, what we're seeing is that live streaming is booming again. Gotten onto some different creators' accounts, and they've got hundreds of people streaming in, business owners teaching and serving their communities through live streaming. But also you got just creators that are just doing life on live stream. And, because for the longest time, people were they were focused on longer content, watching it, and then they were focused on shorter content. Now people seem to be, they don't really want to bounce around as much anymore. And so they're staying on a stream longer than normal. And so I feel like that if your goal is to grow a community, if your goal is to grow a business, then you want to be implementing live stream in your content regimen. So, I mean, listen, live stream is how we built an audience. When I first got started, it's how we built an audience. It's how we built an audience on TikTok, right? And so it's how I've been building an audience everywhere in addition to short form video. And so I am finding myself doing more live streams the same as other people. And I'm just watching hundreds and hundreds of creators focus heavily on live stream, and TikTok is pushing more live stream than any other part of the platform except for TikTok Shop. So if you are really wanting to go deep within your business, deep within your community, then you're going to want to spend some time utilizing live stream. Now, you may not be going live every single day, but if you can go live once a week for an hour, maybe two, you're going to find yourself with like some serious traction with your community. You know, one of my clients, she's been stuck at like 40,000 followers for a while because, you know, she stopped implementing her strategies, but she started going live, and now she's got hundreds of people joining her live streams, and she's crushing it in a way that she wasn't before because she has learned the art of getting back on live stream utilizing TikTok, but also all the platforms. The next thing that is going to be really big in 2025, which is already booming right now in 2024, is more focuses on YouTube channels. So we all know that YouTube is pays, right? Once you can get your channel monetized, you can make a significant amount of money, right? We all have seen where short video is great to build a community, but if you're trying to create content that is long lasting and that's going to pay you over and over and over again and compound, then YouTube is the way. Okay. Now for me, I just got monetized over on YouTube because it wasn't my focus for years, but it's been a little bit of my focus, and we made about $230 last month, that's great. That's my light bill, water bill, and something else. You know what I mean? I decided to reinvest that money into an editor so that they can start editing my YouTube videos, because the goal is to supercharge that amount that we are making from my YouTube channel, right? So that's the goal. We're not there yet, but that's the goal, is to be able to grow that with an editor helping us to significantly have better videos, which will then cause us to grow our revenue on YouTube. Now, that's the same case for a lot of different creators. People want to be able to make money, like creating one piece of content, and then it's constantly paying them because of ads, right? And so there are so many people making a significant amount of money because of YouTube. Now, if you're going to do YouTube, I encourage you to do live stream on YouTube, because you're going to get monetized a lot faster if you do live stream. Well, what I mean is this: if because you got to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube in order to get monetized. Let's just say you drove your audience from wherever you are on your email list to your YouTube live stream. And let's just say that you do 1 hour live stream twice a week, right? So 2 hours. And let's just say you're able to get 40 people. Let me do a calculation. Let me see. So if you have a 1 hour live stream and you have 40 people watching, then that's 40 hours already, right? So then if you can do that twice a week and get 40 people, then that's 80 hours for the week. 80 hours times 4, then you already got 320 watch hours. You're going to get that happen so much faster if you do live stream on YouTube. I'm just telling you. So live stream is booming in 2025. YouTube channels are booming, but the quickest way to monetize your YouTube channel is live stream on YouTube. The next thing that is going to be booming in 2025 is going to be carousels. Okay. Now we're talking about carousels on all the platforms. Instagram CEO has been talking heavily about the fact that carousels are where they are and you should be utilizing them. TikTok is pushing carousels. LinkedIn has a level of carousels. YouTube has YouTube Community, which can do carousels. Instagram Threads has carousels. And then Lemon8 has carousels. Same one carousel that you create can be repurposed in so many different ways, but they are saying that we are putting high emphasis on carousels in 2024. So they're definitely doing it in 2025. Right? So Instagram went from 10 carousel slides to up to 20. And then TikTok, I think one of them is like 35. You can do a lot of slides. I think it is on TikTok. And they are pushing them very heavily. So if you want to create graphics and connect with your community or sell a product or service, carousels are going to be the way to go. All right. We've got 5 more things. I know it's getting kind of long, but just stick with me. 5 more things. Next is AI will be amazing and feel so real. So we have all been introduced to AI over the last couple of years. Specifically, we all learned about ChatGPT. ChatGPT just launched something recently. ChatGPT made a big announcement about their fees. OpenAI launches $200 ChatGPT subscription for research use. OpenAI on Thursday launched a version of its popular chatbot priced at $200 per month, which can be used in engineering fields and research as the AI firm looks to expand industry applications for its technology. The new tier called ChatGPT Pro will be in addition to OpenAI's existing subscription plus Team and Enterprise. It underscores the firm's ambitions to further commercialize its technology, which had kicked off in the AI boom. So I feel like the $200 a month is for companies, so all their teams are able to use it, right? Because right now we pay our fee for the individual, but now for $200 a month, you're able to have multiple people using it, right? Now that's just ChatGPT, but we have seen where there's software where you've got influencers, it look like people, but it's actually AI. And these channels are booming, okay? These channels are booming. And it's just, first of all, it's a great way to build a community. 2, it's a great way to make a significant amount of money. 3, it's another great way to be able to streamline your processes. I love my team. I hope my team doesn't go anywhere. But if my team is able to use AI even better with all the things that we do, why would we not use them? You know, if it's going to make our lives easier, why would we not use them? Like our team has already gone down to a 4-day work week, and we are working on by summer of 2025, letting them all work in their own time zones, because my team is in the Philippines and in Indonesia, and I'm here in the US because I want more time and more freedom. And we're going to be able to use some of these amazing things happening with AI. So if you haven't started incorporating AI in your business, of course, it's always now the time to do it. But in 2025, it's really going to be booming even the more. The next thing is that there's going to be more of an emphasis on memberships and paid communities. So we all know that we can get paid through a lot of different ways, right? But strategically, as business owners, as creators, people are starting to understand the value of having people pay a small monthly fee. So you've got someone like Kai Cenat, the streamer on Twitch, who just hit over 725,000 people subscribing to him. Now, let me give you a calculation of that. So 725,000 people, they're all paying $5, okay? They're all paying $5, all right? $725,000 people times $5 is $3,625,000. Paying, that's a monthly fee, right? There's so many people that are going to be focusing on paid memberships, serving greatly, but having people paying a monthly fee. And one of the reasons is because it allows you to focus on one thing. Instead of you having to do this and doing this and doing this, if you've got a membership that is growing and it's like you're really serving a group of people with whatever it is your content is about or your membership is about, then you get to focus right in on that group. Like I know us as at our company, we have a community called Vertical Video Accelerator, and we have put all in on that community to where we can focus on helping thousands of business owners grow their businesses utilizing video marketing and social media strategies. That is what we're doing there, right? And so our focus is on our membership, and that's the same thing that you're going to see more of. You've got the Patreon membership. TikTok is launching its membership a little bit better. It's called TikTok Series. They haven't rolled it out completely yet, but that is coming out as more. Instagram already have is. YouTube has its. There's all these different communities that have subscriptions, and you're going to see people focusing on that a lot more. Now we've got 3 last things. So another thing is that you're going to see people learning how to tell stories better. Okay. You're going to see people learning how to tell stories better because we all understand that stories sell and facts tell. Right? Not to mention that when people are consuming content, you know, you got to give a person a reason to not just stop to watch the content, but to keep watching it. And what we have learned is that learning how to tell good stories keeps people watching it all the way to the end. We really learned that through the series on TikTok called Who the F Did I Marry? And then another girl has a brand new series called Who the F Did I Meet on Facebook Dating? There's all these different series or whatever. But not only that, as business business owners, as people that create commercials and create videos or create ads, you're going to see people really learn how to tell stories a lot better, which is going to help them grow a massive community, grow their businesses, but really connect to their audiences. Two more things. The micro influencers are going to be booming again. So we have seen where lots of us have grown very large online communities, which is amazing. But we have also seen where brands have invested all this money in these big creators and they're not actually getting their desired result. And so what you're going to see is that brands are going to start reinvesting in the smaller influencer again, because they know that those people are highly engaged, the influencers highly engaged, and they will get a bigger bang for their buck in return than working with the big influencers. So I think the big influencers are still going to do good, but the micro influencers are really going to excel. I know me personally, on my second account on TikTok, people are reaching out to me every single day, and I just have 8,000 followers on that account. But I'm watching people reach out to me as a smaller account and not so much on the bigger account. Final one. The final thing is authenticity. You are going to see where authenticity is going to win the day. I'm watching somebody right now on TikTok who went from like 30,000, she went from like 10,000 followers to 80,000 followers in the last 30 days. And she is booming. And it's not because she's doing anything grandiose. It is because she's just being herself. She's just being extremely authentic. That is all that she is doing, and she's booming right now. And people are looking for more people that they can relate to, that they can connect to. Okay. So if you're a brand, you're going to want to learn how to make people feel you, make them feel your mission, make them feel the people that you serve, right? If you are an individual, you're a small business, or you're a creator, then you're going to want to learn, how can I show up being myself? How can I give people me, right? Like with my second account, I'm just showing up as me, and people are really, really enjoying the content that I'm putting there. And I honestly find myself being emotional about it, because most people have connected to me because of my business content. But now seeing 8,000 people connect to me for my authentic way of being is absolutely rewarding, and it causes me to want to be more authentic, and it's causing them to want to connect with me more. So that's what's happening in 2025. That was a lot of things that we listed. If you want to look in the show notes, you will see, in the description, you'll see the bullet points. Now, if you're someone and you're saying, I want help with this, I really want to learn how to grow on social media, I would love to help you with social media. You can actually there's my email in the description where you can work with me. But I also have a personal branding course, which is called Build a Brand on Video, that if you're brand new getting started building a personal brand, you can join this for just $37. And I'm teaching you all of my years of experience of getting started building a personal brand online and using video to create a community. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.